Okay, so today we've got a ton of information from PAX East. There was a demo that was put out of New Horizons, and it looks absolutely incredible. But the really cool thing here is that it wasn't a restrictive demo in the sense that there were a lot of things that we could experience in this demo, or that attendees could experience. Obviously, I am here at home, but there are a lot of people that did get to go and play New Horizons for the first time ever, and that is really cool. So we're gonna go ahead and just talk a little bit about some of the accounts that have been posting all of the news and all the information that has come out of this demo. I'm absolutely huge. Let's fix this a little bit, huh? And first we've got the lapel pin. It's just a nice little vacationing Isabel lapel pin. It looks really good. People are selling it for a cool $40 to $45 a piece. Some of them a little bit more. All of them are getting bids. Kind of unfortunate. Was hoping it'd be like 20 bucks so I could pick it up for a reasonable price as a collectible, but you know, we'll figure it out anyways. So really cool confirmation here. We are going to have to go ahead and get 15 exhibit items and give them to Blathers to open up the actual museum. It starts out as a tent. So really cool bit of information there. I mean, I really think that that's a neat gameplay mechanic. I think having it start out as just a sort of tent and not having the full thing just dropped out of the sky right in the beginning of the game is pretty awesome. I love the progression in this game. Just from what we've seen so far, it looks very satisfying, very gradual, and it's gonna be really nice to actually be able to sit down and play this and just move towards being able to have a fully, you know, decked out museum. And you know, I'm excited, guys, okay? Neat little bit of information here. It does look like Tom Nook and Isabel both go ahead and dust and clean up their offices when you walk in sometimes. It's just like a kind of random event, which it seems like there are quite a few of those in this game, which is really cool. It is something we've seen in previous Animal Crossing games, but not really to the extent that we're seeing it in this one. So I'm just a big fan of that, you know, just the variance and experiences that this game can provide is going to be absolutely massive, and just little things like that that make it feel like a living, breathing town that exists even when you're not playing. And I'm just hoping more and more gets announced and gets found out as we get closer and closer to release. This is just really cool. If anybody would like to pick me up a small, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. This is pretty cool. I like the design, the New Horizons stuff they've been putting out. Pretty neat stuff, you know? Pretty neat stuff. All I'm saying, we'll love one of those hoodies in a small, just throwing it out there, you know, pretty cool. Next up, we have messages in a bottle confirmed. Now, this is a very interesting thing that is finally going to be making its way back into the game. As you can see, Dear Mysterious Stranger, I did a DIY, got all the stuff wrong, so I made this on accident. Man, I tell you, I'm all accidents today. I almost ate it because I was sleepy and hungry, but I'm glad I didn't. If you make it, scream, I made it. Weber, aka DIY man, you get DIY recipes from these message in a bottle. That's actually pretty sweet. I'm a big fan of just, again, the variance and experiences that this type of game can provide. Sim games in general are like that a lot of the time, but it seems like New Horizons is just providing just the next level of that type of gameplay, and it really is cool. And I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of different DIY recipes to collect from this guy. So, you know, checking your shores every day, probably going to be something on your daily list of things to do. And I'm hyped about that. Looks like Kix now is a seller of various accessories and socks, as well as potentially shoes at some point, but like not in the beginning. But like, he should be selling shoes because it's in the name, dude, and that would be weird if he didn't. So hopefully it gets there, you know. I'm not really sure what else he'd be doing if he's not selling shoes. It's a little bit weird, dude. Next up, we've got a nice shot of the redemption screen for Nook Miles. It looks like there's going to be some way to convert it over to bells via bell vouchers, probably. Since we've got confirmation now that we're going to be able to earn an infinite amount of Nook Miles by just going through daily Nook Miles Plus achievements and things like that. So basically, you know, we're going to be able to switch them over to bells once we get to the point where we've unlocked everything we want to unlock. Moving on, we've got Custom Design Pro Editor, Pocket Organization Guide, some hairstyles, some hair colors, spiky fence confirmed. I don't really know what that means, but cool. Anyways, phone cases. Phone cases are something that actually was picked up on a while ago. We saw in a few different trailers there were different colored phones, and obviously that means that there's some way to change the color of the phone, and that means probably phone cases. But yeah, so it's just a neat little tidbit, you know, not really that big of a deal, but it's just something that you want to be able to customize just like everything else. And obviously Now that confirms you can. Interesting bit here, we have snapping turtles confirmed, which is awesome because that's yet another terrifying thing that's going to be in the game. Probably not going to be dangerous because it's going to be a fish that you catch most likely normally, just like other fish. But snapping turtles are mean, dude. You could lose a finger to those guys. They are tough as nails. So yeah, definitely dangerous, but like not explicitly dangerous like other dangerous animals in the game. Probably, we'll see. And this, guys, I cannot stress enough how excited I am for this in particular. This one thing, okay? We got we saw the other day, okay, there was customization announced for the game. We got a couple trailers and a bunch of us noticed there's a pen that got added to one of the screens. What does that mean? You know, it's probably some type of, you know, makeup or something like that. No, it's full on face paint, guys. You can customize your design and face paint your villagers. The amount of things you can do with that, I cannot stress enough how great this is, okay? And it is going to be so amazing seeing what people are able to make out of this. I know that I am going to be Post Malone at the first available convenience, okay? First time that I can, I will Post Malone it up, okay? We're going full barbed wire, okay? We're staying tired and everything. Yeah, it's for sure, 100%, man. I'm excited. Another awesome bit of information from the AC Pocket News Twitter account. Absolutely follow them, by the way, if you guys aren't already. They are putting out some very, very good information that other people have not found yet. They're obviously working very hard in just bringing all this news together and putting it into a digestible, you know, screenshot or whatever else. So yeah, very, very big props to them. But orange wall-mounted clock, you're going to be able to use fruit to make furniture, which seems like it'd be really, really cool aesthetically. However, what if it goes bad? Now, moving on to a different Twitter account, the AC World blog Twitter account. Follow them as well. If you're watching some schmuck like me talk about Animal Crossing, obviously you need to be following these accounts as well because they've got information you guys are absolutely going to love seeing first and foremost before anybody else gets access to it. So with that said, they were the first to go ahead and break the news of Nook Miles Plus. An upgrade to your Nook phone later in Animal Crossing New Horizons will allow you to earn bonus miles with simple daily tasks like tending to flowers, chopping wood, and selling shells. Now, if you look at these shots, you can see there are a bunch of just very basic dailies that you can go ahead and do to get Nook Miles on a daily basis, which is fantastic because it means, again, there's not going to be a limit to the amount of Nook Miles you can get. A lot of people were sort of thinking that, okay, it's going to be like an achievement system, and once you get all of the achievements in the game, what are you going to do to get more Nook Miles? You know, what's going to be the thing that you're able to do to be able to go to new islands, you know, new deserted islands or whatever else? You know, what if you decided to go to a bunch of deserted islands, you spend a lot of Nook Miles on that, and then you don't have enough to go ahead and get all the gameplay features that you want to get, you know? So yeah, this was absolutely necessary, and I think it's pretty nice to see that they do have an answer for, you know, okay, I decided to go to a bunch of deserted islands, wasted all my Nook Miles, don't have any more achievements. How am I gonna get these new hairstyles though? And I love this. Just a giant teddy bear hanging out on your New Horizons island, no big deal. Oh my god, dude, this shot is incredible. This is so good, man. I can't get over how funny this is. Just kind of hanging out, you know. They're just chilling right now, and this dude's sitting here just holding his axe. He's having a good day, man, you know. But that is so funny. This is like 2 villagers tall, okay? This is too tall. Like, this is way too tall. So how does that fit in our backpack? I'm gonna be honest, I don't see it. And another part of the redemption screen for Nook Miles, very interesting things here. We have stone fence, drinking fountain, manhole cover, stone tablet, destination signpost, and wave breaker. So again, just some really cool items that you're not gonna be able to get anywhere else probably. And it's nice to see, you know, again, there's just a lot here, okay? If you look at the scroll bar, we're only a tiny bit down, and we've already gone through quite a few things as far as, you know, what's above this these hairstyles. We know that there's quite a bit above that in this list. So this is a very, very big list of things that you can go ahead and earn Nook Miles towards redeeming for. And I'm very excited about that. Again, it looks like this is a game that we're going to be playing long into the future. And that's, you know, that's something that obviously all of us Animal Crossing fans want in the next Animal Crossing. It looks like that's exactly what we're going to get. Next up, we have something that looks a little incomplete. You're looking at the museum right now. This is after you've gone ahead and given Blathers all, you know, 15 or so items you need to go ahead and give him to start up the actual museum itself. And it gets built, and up these stairs, you got nothing. Absolutely nothing. there's definitely got to be another expansion for the museum at some point, or something important goes on these particular ledges, or possibly even just benches. If those are benches, there's got to be some type of expansion, right? So I think that there's a lot more to be seen in the future once we do get the game and we've played it for a while and these expansions start to happen. You know, we figure out exactly how far we can push things, how far we can go. I think that the museum is probably going to be expanded on again after this. Again, I would like to reiterate, if anybody would like to pick up any of these for me, particularly the KK Slider Tour T, which is super, super cool. I would wear that all the time, dude. Or this hoodie right here. I will pay you back. I'll do it. I promise. I'm good for it. Trust me. Okay. I wear a small. Please, please, please. And then we've got possibly the biggest and best bit of information that we've got all day, guys. Take a look at our little bear friend here. Oh my God, dude. Are you kidding me? He freaking Naruto runs. Seriously? Like, this game has so much charm. It is unbelievable. Okay, I say this as somebody that's been a fan of this series for a long time. I actually didn't know it could go this far. Okay, they have ramped up the charm to about 15 out of 10, maybe out of 5. Okay, it is on another level here. So yeah, that's basically my roundup of Animal Crossing New Horizons demo day number 1 in PAX East. It was pretty amazing. We got a lot of new information. We got a lot of new things just as far as little charming bits of information are concerned, and obviously some really solid merch that I would like. But yeah, a little bit of a lazier way of covering the news, but I wanted to go ahead and show off some of the cool things I found throughout the day. I know some things got some traction and went viral on Twitter and on Reddit and things like that. I saw some things didn't get very much traction, so I figured I'd bring everything together and hopefully you guys would enjoy the video. I will see you guys very soon for the next one. Hopefully we get a bunch more information to talk about very, very soon, because I am loving the amount of information we've had dropped, and I'm sure there's a lot more to come. So I will see you in the next one. As always, have a fantastic day. Let me know if you have any ideas for future videos you would like to see down in the comment section below. And until then, guys, peace.